Yes, children, let us start our next chapter of biology, that is nutrition in animals. So in this chapter, we are going to study about 4 animals' nutrition. The first one is human, the second is cow, then third is amoeba, and the fourth will be our starfish. So first we are going to refer about human's digestive system. Means after digestive only all the nutrients will be absorbed to the body and supplied to the bloodstream. Therefore, digestive system of human beings we are going to learn first. And what are the parts involved in this digestive system will be understood. Then how the parts, each part of digestive system helps in this process of digestion will be knowing. Our digestive system starts from digestive actions starts from our mouth. That is, the first part of the digestive system is buccal cavity, which has the salivary glands, teeth, tongue, which is inside the mouth. And this is a jaw where our teeth, in which shape it is situated in our mouth. So the 4 types of teeth present in our mouth is, this is the only one set shown in one jaw, lower jaw. It is all these are present in even upper jaw also. So let us see which are the sets, what are they called and what are the function. The first set is incisors, which is also called as milk teeth, which falls in all the children when they are around 6 to 7 years of age, and this does the work of cutting and biting of the food. Therefore, it is called cutting and biting teeth. The next set is canines, which is represented by alphabet capital B. So both the sides, that is left and right side of our mouth, it is situated. The function of these canines are piercing and tearing the food. Therefore, they are called as piercing and tearing teeth. Then comes our third set of teeth, that is denoted by capital C, which is called as premolars. This teeth does the work of, or they have the function like grinding and chewing the food. So it is called as grinding and chewing teeth. The last set, which is called as molars, they have a function of grinding. These are mostly present after the milk teeth is fallen down. This grows in every human's mouth. So total is this, if you count. So incisors, 4 in the lower jaw, 4 in the upper jaw. So number of incisors in human beings is 8. The number of canines in humans are 2 plus 2, it is 4. Number of premolars is 4 plus 4, that is lower left and right 2, it is 4. In the same way, 4 in the upper jaw. So premolars are 8. Then molar teeth, set of molar teeth in mouth is 3 plus 3 into 2, that is 6 into 2, it is 12. So 12 plus 8, it is 20. 20 plus 4, it is 24. 24 plus 8, it is 32. So when you are grown up, you will be having totally 32 number of teeth. Now you have known about the structure of teeth and 2 jaws in mouth, upper jaw and lower jaw, and also the different types of teeth present in our mouth. So children, this is shape of our tongue. The end of the tongue is attached to the lower part of the throat, and that part show the thing which shows the taste, which taste it shows us to understand or taste. It is bitter taste, and that is the taste bud, bitter taste bud, and sour and salty are situated towards both sides of our tongue, and sweet taste bud is situated in the tip of the tongue, and the center part, which is completely pink, this is the part where we experience the spicy taste. So you can go through each of this. This is how our taste buds situated in our tongues. cavity, it moves through the esophagus and reaches the stomach. In stomach, due to some of the digestive juices secreted in the walls of the stomach, it is still partially digested in the stomach again. Then it moves on to the small intestine, before which the liver as well as the pancreas secretes the bile juice and other juice from the liver and gets inside the small intestine, where small intestine has got a small finger-like structure in it, which has the blood vessels as well as nervous system, which helps in absorption of nutrients through the walls, and then it is left to the stream of the blood. After it is digested in the small intestine, the unabsorbed and undigested food is thrown into the large intestine, which is also called as colon. In colon, the most water particles are absorbed and let into the rectum, where it stays as semi-solid fecal matter and it is thrown out of the body through anus. Now let us see what are the parts in human's digestive system. Human digestive system starts with buccal cavity, as I told just now. So the parts inside the buccal cavity are teeth, tongue and saliva secreted from the salivary glands. Then the food moves to esophagus, then there to stomach. After stomach, liver and pancreas, which secrete the digestive juices, they combine together in small intestine. In small intestine, the food is absorbed and then undigested food is let into large intestine. Then it comes to rectum and through anus it is thrown out of the body. So this is the map, which actually flow chart, which actually shows you the step-by-step movement of the food for digestion. So let us study each part in detail. Buccal cavity, we have different structure and types. So the teeth has different structure in a U shape. It is situated in upper jaw and lower jaw, and there are types of teeth. There are incisors, canine, molar and premolar. Then coming to tongue part, we have taste buds. Taste buds, we can see to the sides of our tongue we have salt and sour taste buds. In the attachment part, where actually in the lower part of the throat the end of the tongue is attached, that part tells us the bitter taste, and the tip of the tongue tells us the sweet taste from as the taste buds are present in the tongue. Then in the middle of the tongue is the taste, which tells us about spicy. And our tongue, around the tongue we have salivary glands which secrete saliva. That saliva is also a digestive juice which softens the food. The different method of feeding food may be scraping, chewing, siphoning, capturing, engulfing, swallowing, sponging and sucking, etc. Feeding of animals may be different. How they feed the food into the body will be different in different kinds of animals. So children, the next is, after the buccal cavity, the food moves towards the esophagus. Even esophagus have certain parts which does different functions. The first part is the opening through the throat into the esophagus, called as pharynx. Then comes the upper esophageal sphincter, which moves the food by propelling movement and moves the food towards the stomach. The upper part is called as upper esophageal sphincter, and total pipe is called as esophagus, and the next part comes here is lower esophageal sphincter. Then this esophagus opens into the stomach and the food reaches the stomach. Behind stomach we have diaphragm. This is what happens in esophagus, that is the movement of food. That is, as we swallow the food moves from mouth to the throat, where the point which opens into the esophagus is called pharynx. From the pharynx, the esophagus is considered into two parts, that is upper esophageal sphincter and the lower esophageal sphincter. So in the upper esophageal sphincter, it opens so that the food can enter into the esophagus, where waves of muscular contractions and expansions makes the food to pass through it, which is called as, the process is named as peristalsis. Then they propel the food downward to the lower esophageal sphincter, which then moves the food into the stomach. Then in the stomach, as the stomach is a sac-like organ with strong muscular walls, it is a temporary storage place for our food what we eat. In addition, it serves as the mixer and grinder of food, means it still makes our food softer and it converts the food into small precipitates. Then stomach has some acid and powerful enzymes secreted in it, which break the food and change it into a liquid or paste. Then from the stomach, the food moves into the small intestine. Small intestine. Even here, the food is broken down into small parts using the enzymes made in pancreas and the bile juice from the liver, which comes and joins into the small intestine. Then the small intestine is also called as workhorse of digestion, where food's nutrients are absorbed through the walls. In the small intestine, the finger-like structures called villi absorbs the food and then lets into the bloodstream. The undigested food then moves into large intestine, which is, the small intestine is around 7.5 meters in length. Then the food which moved through the large intestine, which is around 1.5 meters in length, absorbs excess of water and salt from the undigested food and pass it into the rectum, where it remains as semi-solid fecus. The fecal matter is removed through the anus from our body. This is the process involved starting from mouth to anus, the digestive process in human beings. So children, I hope you understood the meaning of digestion and how it happens. Cow has 4 parts in its stomach, which is reticulum, omasum, abomasum and rumen. Then it has small intestine, cecum and large intestine. According to the process, before reticulum, the pipe-like structure which joins the mouth and reticulum is called as esophagus. Even here, from the mouth, the food which is immediately swallowed by the grass-eating animal, that is cow, it directly comes to the part called rumen. In that, it is partially digested and thrown back to the reticulum. Reticulum moves that partially digested food, that is cud, into the mouth again. Then the grass eating, that is cow, will chew the food again, and then it is passed through reticulum to omasum, where it is digested. Then after it has been digested still partially in omasum, it is sent to the abomasum, which is called as the true stomach of cow. There it is completely digested and sent to the small intestine. In the small intestine, it gets absorbed, and still more digestion will be taken place and absorbed to the bloodstream. Which is undigested, it is again in front when it moves to the next part, which is called cecum. There the carbohydrates and cellulars are broken up. From there the water part is absorbed, and through the large intestine the undigested and unabsorbed food are thrown out of the body. This is the steps. From mouth it moves from the esophagus to rumen. From rumen the cud moves to reticulum. Then from reticulum again it moves to mouth to amacum, and then to abamacum, and small intestine, cecum, and large intestine. The flow chart about the digestion in cow.